because that just basically feminizes the men. So it takes men from a warlike mentality, because men are supposed to be naturally disagreeable. So it takes them from that to wanting to be all emotional and shit. And feminized, man. The dude that gets popped in his rectum, he's a feminine man. But that's the doctrines that America pushes. But it mentions through her witchcrafts. Because all these things are done on the left-hand side. Using witchcraft and praying to demons. The top demon over here that they use with witchcraft is Baphomet, the horn god, the goat head god, which they call it. That god they use and pray to it to put a spell on the people. Like you don't think that just the people that are taking a jab when they're lining up, it's witchcraft on them. Like they might have been put in a binder. So as far as like losing their job or different things like that, right? But the main thing that's getting these people is the witchcraft. Because these elites are going hard to the balls and putting spells out to convince people to take this shit. Like they got what's known as subliminal messaging. Which they'll put in advertisements to make you sway your mind a certain way.
Did y'all see the show? It wasn't Jimmy Fallon, but it was one of them shows when they was basically dancing with the syringes on. Basically, it was promoting it. It was almost like some Saturday Night Live stuff.
And another thing that goes into it is the fact that Esau uses his media. Because media is a form of witchcraft. Because media, and it's spelled differently, but there was a queen over in ancient Greece known as Media. In Greek mythology known as Media. She was dealt heavily with witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? So Esau does the same thing. Because all these people, these newscasters and shit, Fox News, the motherfuckers, they worship demons behind closed doors, you know?
I got a precept here. You got something, bro? I got something. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans." Now, the Chaldeans, they were basically like your modern day elites or your dignitary today. They dealt with witchcraft, they dealt with magi's, they dealt with sorcery there. That's how they was able to twitch those Babylonians in Jake. Because when Jake was in Babylon captive, they kept the philosophies of those ancient kings, man. That's why Jeremiah had to go to him and curse him out and say, no, man, the Most High's going to bring judgment on Babylon the Great if you continue to follow in their stead. Okay? And reading on, and it says here, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be called no more tender and delicate. Verse 2, take the millstones and grind the mill and uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg and uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers, and thy nakedness should be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Like right now, America's being exposed, like they said, CIA, espionage. That's being dismantled all over the world. They're catching spies, they're killing them, they're torturing them, and they're causing them to be double agents. So basically they captivate them, and then they'll have them to spy on their country to get more secrets, man. Okay? Which shows you Esau's kingdom is collapsing. Because once the CIA, that's a very prominent, that's one of his high top tiers. He took pride in the CIA. Like when the scriptures say that thy teeth should be broken, the CIA is responsible for them being able to do military invasions in Afghanistan and Iraq. Because they got to scope out the land, they got to know the resources, they got to know what's this. And them guys could be undercover for 20 years, man, before they make a move. And that's the spirit, because when you read it, the book of, I think it's in Numbers, when Moses had all men of the 12 tribes, he chose 12 men of the top of the tribes of Israel to go and spy out the land of Canaan. He didn't say just go in there and take it. He said go and spy on it. That way let us know, so therefore we can come up with a plan and take it. That's basically the CIA. And when that's being dismantled, that shows you that this man is going down, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is a good commentary that explains that name, the part where it says, who sells nations through her harlotries. It says it was bad enough that Nineveh indulged in this sin for herself. It was worse that she led the nations into violence, deception, and idolatry. For this, the judgment of the Most High was coming. And it says, thousands of tablets uncovered in the Mesopotamian valley show abysmal superstition. Hundreds of sorcery incantations have been brought to light.
Hey, and you know what we call Nineveh? Nineveh, when you read it, Nineveh, that's spiritually America, man. So yeah, man, hey, that's heavy. Idolatry is very heavy, man. Like the brother brought out the whole media. You pump something in the news every single day, every hour for a year and a half, people are going to start to be Twix spot.
Yeah,
That's why you got people with the diaper on their face. That's why you got a division here.
yeah.
Certain stores you can't get in unless you got the fucking ride on, man.
Right.
And they'll kick you out. You'll get into a fight. It was to the point that if you called for last year, motherfucker ready to beat you up.
Got you funny.
Yeah, it's to the point that looking at each other now, this is normal. To these people, oh, we're crazy. Why don't you have a thing on your face? That's the new normal. They look at you like you crazy when you don't have a damn mask on, man. That's not normal.
It's witchcraft.
It's source, that's witchcraft. And what really gets me is when people are driving in a damn car.
Ain't nobody around walking
Ain't
out.
nobody around. I'm like, damn.
I said your breath must stink. I'm in sales. I see all types of crazy things.
Hey,
I
man.
said your breath must stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it on.
In a hot car with the
And
windows up.
grandson.
Yeah, this thing is the big boogeyman. But yeah, you got hardcore thug niggas.
Right.
Rocking masks.
Yeah.
Nigga
Sagging
ain't
and
scared, he ain't scared of getting shot, but he's scared of catching the Rona.
Nigga
Yeah,
do
so
a
you
bid for killing you before he take that mask off.
Yeah. That's powerful witchcraft, man.
That's sorcery, man.
That's the spirit you said, the CIA, because I think they might be the top agency because their specialty is intelligence.
Intelligence.
And one of the reasons they go into other nations is to get intelligence, and they also plant disinformation. You know, and you wonder how these nations fall into this witchcraft. It's the CIA planting.
CIA
And the
one,
CIA, right.
They push democracy.
Yeah. Hey, because you know what? That show Squid Games was based in Korea, but there was just some Illuminati shit they got from out here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the characters the people that were like, I guess you could call like the officials of the game, like they would kill certain people if they didn't comply. They had on these pink jumpsuits and masks, but on their mask had a triangle. It's like, okay, where y'all get that from?
Right.
Got it from America.
Kind of.
Because on a dollar is what? Pyramid.
Pyramid, yeah.
So
That's
that's the thing.
witchcraft, yeah.
All these nations, like the Koreans, the Japanese, African countries, they all follow after this place. Like Dubai. Why the fuck are there skyscrapers in Dubai? Because they want to be like America.
Yep.
Them damn Arabs was living in tents and riding camels before
Right.
Now
America started doing
you got Arabs driving BMWs now.
Yeah.
Where they get that from? You got Moabites driving BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Range Rovers. They wasn't driving that shit. They was doing carts at first. But like you said, the CIA, that's the top frontier. That's how Esau's able to invade other lands. The military just don't invade it until the CIA give them a survey of it. They say,
Right.
okay, you can invade it because we've set up certain clauses to disrupt it. Like all that civil chaos and unrest over there, the CIA did that shit.
Right. Like the guy in Venezuela, Maduro.
Yeah.
Like they planted information in other people's in the other part of the government to demonize this guy, to set this guy up versus Guaido. They do that all. They plant information, and so when time comes, they can. It's like the door clue is just like that.
They call
You know?
it defecting. They
Right.
call it they defecting. So like a lot of like the president of Haiti, right? They have no COVID cases out there, remember? But
Right.
we went in there and assassinated him.
Because he wouldn't take
Who you
the-
think
yeah.
they sent a spy in there to do that?
Yeah, they hired
Right.
a mercenary
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. They could have been CIA.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
they got military training too. They're just another branch of police force, man.
Yeah.
They ain't called spies for nothing. And what happened? Now all of a sudden, I think they got cases out there now.
Right.
All of a sudden, this man get assassinated. Now you set up some democratized leader. Now all of a sudden, now the shit is rising up now.
Yeah, kind. When you think about it, intelligence is more powerful than people think. That's why the scriptures speak about not bearing a false witness, because you can actually plant this information to make one dude kill another dude. You know,
Right.
you can pit people against each other. You know.
You got more in that. It's more good passages in Nahum.
Yeah, this is Nahum chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness."
Yeah, and America's nakedness is being shown right now. Like a lot of what's the chant? Fuck Joe Biden.
Oh,
You know what
for
I'm saying? Like other nations are looking at that and they're like, what the fuck? What's going on with this place? Your own citizens of a place that's supposed to be this top tier nation.
You got
You
that
got them
silly
people
ass
saying
wave.
fuck
Yeah.
the president. It's because this place it's a shame. It's a shame. Because when your skirts are lifted, that's showing things. That's showing the people your shame.
They see the news thing.
So they see
They see that blueprint.
they see the things that you don't want them to see. See the disorder, the chaos.
That's why this motherfucker is trying to get slavery. Like, people know how bad he did to slaves. And other nations went through that same thing, kind of similar. They didn't have it as bad as we did. Now they're trying to hide that. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, you walk up to a chick and raise her skirt up, you know she got a fake booty. It ain't real. Like, that's a pad down there, bro. That's America, man.
Right.
You know?
It says, I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So
Yep.
that's basically
Kingdoms like shame.
The nations know the shameful acts of America. So like the brother mentioned, the slavery, you know what I'm saying? The homosexuality, the deceit. Or look at the situation that happened with Afghanistan. How America pulled out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They're
looking
supposed
terrible.
to be allied with that democratic government in Afghanistan. They just left them behind and let the damn Islamists take over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's shame right
Yeah.
there.
But what
You know
the
what I'm
scripture say? Scripture say that. It says, scripture say, when you have no need for thee, he'll leave you. You know what I'm saying? He have no need, he'll leave you. You let him drown. When Esau get what he gets from you. And that's a snake. That type of trait in a human being is shameful alone. To be a snake. Yes, he's a serpent, man. You leave your known allies. You went in there and you send your mercenaries in there to disrupt their way of living. Women are driving freaking cars now, they're twerking. They coming to America free on the dollar, getting benefits, and all of a sudden now you're making them an enemy, man. Okay?
Or even like when you go to like the segregation era, when a lot of our people was getting lynched and stuff. Nations know about that. That's why you got the President Vladimir Putin speaking on that shit, man.
Right.
Saying how can you talk about how another country is governing their people, but you got history of damn lynching in the United States. How the hell you gonna go to say anything about Iran, but look at how atrociously you treated the so-called black people in this country, man? You're a hypocrite, man.
Yep.
You're a hypocrite. How about you sort out the bullshit going on in your house first before you, I forget the phrase they use for that, like having your shit in order before you go and speak on someone else's shit, but that's all America does.
Yeah, we don't like the way you're treating women, so we're gonna come over. Yeah, you can't even keep married over here. When you try to clean up somebody else's living room, you wanna go dictate to somebody, well, you need a dustpan in the room. Your living room is dirty.
Yeah.
I can't tell you to clean up your shit if my shit is a mess. That's hypocrite. The scriptures say that. Take the board out your own eye. Before you see to pluck it out somebody else's eye, take it out your own eye, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Ishmael was fighting hard. Because he don't want democracy in his state. He don't want that shit because he know what it does.
Right.
A lot of times them Arabs, man, they send their daughters over here for college. A lot of times the father say, you go to college for America, don't come back. Don't fucking cut you. Bro, they'll behead you.
Yeah.
They'll stone you over there, man.
They don't fuck around.
Yeah, they'll stone their daughters over there. So they best bet is to stay over here.
Right.
Because the men already know when she come over there, she's gonna become a whore. She's gonna get slutted out. Esau pushes college on women hard. Because college is really for women, it ain't for men.
Yeah.
You know, because women need that constant validation of school.
Yeah.
So that's part of this, that bullshit, man.
Esau's such a devil, he'll make it easier to get those people because he got something called a student exchange program.
Yeah.
Where it's easy for you to come over here from another nation and go to one of these colleges and become a whore.
Yeah, student exchange program, it's a lot cheaper for them to go to school than you. I remember when I was trying to go to college out of state, bro. That shit was gonna be like $12,000 a semester. Just out of state. And yet they can come over here and get school for free.
Right.
Yep. It's heavy. Precept, this is the book of Psalms 57. And I'm gonna start at verses 4. It says, my soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire. Even the sons of men whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongues a sharp sword. Okay?
That's what you gotta do. You gotta do it in these nations. Constantly talking bad on us. Look at the image of our people that's reported on the media. They always show you the worst case scenario over what's good going on. They would never show us, for one, but they don't really talk about doctors or lawyers or engineers. There's plenty of them, but they don't get promoted. It's always the worst things.
Look at this, right? It was a shooting. These two Edomite boys, they decided to go shoot up a school. They found all types of shit in the house. Now, if you pay attention to when Jake get caught, like it was a Jake that caught in the news for shooting up a school because he got beat up. It took them less than 24 hours to put that Jake's face on the news, say, oh, he just wanted to shoot the place up. But yeah, Esau just got his house raided. They found all types of guns and grenades and shit in there. And the bitch news anchor would go say, well, they are being tested for psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah.
Why didn't they say that for Jake?
Right.
Because if anybody that suffered from mental fucked upness due to that trauma is Jake.
Because when your teeth are spears, when your tongue is a sword, that means you're using your words to harm somebody.
Right.
A spear is used to kill. So you're using your words to paint a bad image of people. And that's all what happens to us. Now, we the anti-maxers.
Right.
Or, the taking the shot. We anti.
Right.
But wait,
Fuck out.
can we sue for sue for defamation? We should be able to.
You can.
Why
Sure.
don't we have a defamation league that protects us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you speak out
So
against the
far,
JOO, you can't say a damn thing about it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The guy Dave Chappelle just did a skit recently. Everybody talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
it.
now they want to cancel him completely
He
now,
said
man.
Sky Jews.
Yeah, kind. But you see how he said it. Everything he said was true against the so-called community that he's talking about. But look how virulent the response was to him, man. And he really came. Right.
It proved him right.
Exactly.
He proved himself right.
And they hate guys like Dave Chappelle because he really has that I don't give a fuck spirit on him. You can try to cancel me or whatever, but you can see how they respond to that, man.
Because Dave Chappelle, even if they quote unquote cancel him, he'll still be eating at different shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can sell out a show in a fucking 30 minutes. Dave Chappelle sell. He come here and sell out quick.
That goes into
He can do it at home company from his damn backyard.
Oh,
and people will pay to see that shit.
what's that scripture, man? It goes to how a transgressor seeketh love. Like you wicked as hell, but you don't want nobody to say anything bad to you.
Right.
You can't a sinful man cannot be reproved.
Right.
That's what with these going into these H-sexuals, man.
Right.
You can't say nothing to them because they want to keep doing that lifestyle. They love it.
Yeah, he even said it because these are people showing up to his shows, by choice to hear what he has to say and then getting offended and trying to cancel him by it when they chose to do it. He even said that. He's like, did I follow you to your car and make that joke?
Right, yeah.
Or did you turn on the TV or Netflix and sat there and watched it?
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't have to watch it. Yeah.
So these
people are fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
That's why Most High gonna destroy these people out here, man.
Yeah, kind.
Because you completely wicked.
But you know what? But that's a conviction to them. Because Most High used them to say that, and they are convicted in their spirit because they know that's the truth, man.
Right.
Like this nigga Eddie Griffin, bro. I don't know how true this picture was, but he had the picture with the Hebrew on it, man. The shirt. It was a white gold shirt.
He's got a YouTube channel. That's right.
Eddie Griffin.
He's got the name of the Lord on his shirt. He got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's actually from Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from there. That's cool.
It's the book of Sirach 32. Wait, did you have one?
No, I should.
It says, this Sirach 32 and 14, it says, whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline. You know what scriptures mention, mortifying your members upon earth. Those are the things you gotta do, and that's what it takes to follow Yahweh. Your lust as far as foods, as far as women, because you got a lot of women that got nudes. You know what I'm saying? It says, and they that seek him early shall find favor. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended therewith. So that's showing the mindset of most people. They offended when you mention their own, when you air out their dirty laundry, so to speak. Right. They don't like that. Which that should be taken as a reproof, like, damn, you telling me about myself, now I can change it, get right. But they love to do that shit, man. They love to do things that are detrimental to themselves and others.
Right.
Like, it don't benefit me none having these damn weirdos on a TV screen, these LGBTQ shit. Why? Because of course I wouldn't want my own children to watch that shit, man.
Right.
So what you do affects everyone else. You can't just be, oh, I want to do me. No.
Yeah.
That's why it's a society.
Yeah.
But then this place, it's confusion because everyone wants to do what they want to do. But no man is an island, as they say.
Right.
No man is an island. That's why other people have the power to reprove your ass.
Right.
Because like I mentioned, what you do affects others, man. But they just so caught up in being offended.
Right.
And that's the majority of what we run into.
Yeah.
People are more offended by what we say than accepting us. So 99% of them. And all you guys, you're just terrorists. You're preaching hate.
Yeah, God.
That's all they say. We'll fucking hate. We'll be that.
And you know that real offense of the guy Dave Chappelle that really offended them. When you look in that crowd, that shit was hilarious.
Right.
Everybody was laughing their ass off when he was going there, man. So their real offense is seeing everybody mock them, basically. You know. You know, 'cause I was laughing my ass off when he said that shit.
Yeah.
That's what Esau hates, is that he not only was it true, but he had the majority of people laughing at your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Because it makes sense, because that's the thing about comedy. It's always the funniest comedy is based in truth.
Right.
So if people are laughing at it, it means what he's saying must be true.
Mm-hmm.
Subconsciously they know. Subconsciously they know. Yep. And that's the elite state. They're trying to contain this thing, man. It's already out the bag. Everybody knows about it. You have certain UFO. Right here in Kansas City, they got communities that just dedicated to finding chariots, man. Right out there, right not too far from here. You gotta go on the media sites online, you'll find them.
Yeah.
Now, my own landlord, she believes in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk to her about it because, you know what I'm saying, they don't really understand the spiritual aspect behind it, but they believe in it. So obviously what Dave Chappelle was saying was shrouded in truth, and it was. And the prophets, we can solidify what he said.
Verse 16 says, "They that fear the Lord shall find judgment, and shall kindle justice as a light." So pretty much it's those that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that are speaking these things, that are putting judgment on the people. Because the mindset of most of these people, just let it be, just different strokes for different folks. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's earlier what we dealt with. That's why I made the comment when you said people were caught up in being offended. That's why I said earlier, man, instead of her listening to what we're saying, she was quick to hop on her offense. Yeah, just listen to what we're saying. Let it resonate. You know, if you don't like what we're saying, then you don't have to like it, but, you know, give it some thought, because you may can learn something. That's why the scriptures say, keep thy foot when you come into the house of the Most High. Meaning, shut the fuck up. Listen, we out here for a reason. It's a reason why the Lord chose us to be out here and not you people.
It says, "A sinful man would not be reproved, but find an excuse according to his will."
Yep. I find an excuse, man. They try to find an excuse to do away with what's being said. You know, like a sinful man all the time, man. Like people make themselves like people. I found out people have to justify themselves. Main thing, right, with the whole, you know what, with the pokey dope.
Yeah.
People have to trick themselves and say, well, shit, man, you know, I took another thing. This is Jake's biggest argument. Jake's biggest argument is, well, you know, I eat fucked up, man. I took this shit before. You know, nigga got to trick themselves because they know they fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, my coworker got it. He fine, so if I take it out.
Like this stupid ass nigga supervisor of mine, right? You know what he said? He asked me, he said, "You did it?" I said, "Fuck no." And I was like, "Did you?" And he knew he fucked up. He said, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, man, because my wife made my son go do it." And he was like, "So if anything happened to my son, that means I got it too." So I was like, "So you went to take it based on your wife making your kids take it?" I was like, "Ain't you a fucking man?" But then again, his justification was, you know, man, it's all in the food. We eat water, we eat fucked up. I said, there's nothing of a Sprite protein in food. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't use that. That's a weak argument. I hate when Jake do that shit. Just say you took it because you ain't got no faith.
It says, verse 18 says, "A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when of himself he has done without counsel."
Right, man. So you got niggas that don't use wisdom, they go blind, you just do things blindly, man. It says a man of counsel will be considerate. Yeah, because before we do things, we go before counsel. Like if I say something, the brother will think about it, and it might not resonate on him. The fact that he thought about it, and then he may say, "Hey, you know what? He's considerate." He ain't just write me out like, "Man, nigga, you full of shit." We don't do that up here, man. We take each other's counsel into consideration. And when we disagree with what's being said, we still consider the matter because we're delegating among ourselves. Jake don't do that, man. Hey, Jake, you probably don't want to do that. Man, fuck that shit, bro. I'm going to do it anyway. And that's how you get put in a bad predicament. Yeah.
Put to death.
Yeah.
A lot of situations where niggas dies because they didn't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah.
nobody can tell him that.
Not a dee.
Hey, and that's what shit. All these niggas, 2/3. That's why y'all gonna die.
That's why you call the
You know what I'm
2/3, man.
Right.
Lord willing, we not of that number.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna die because they're not considered. You know what I'm saying?
Scriptures call them a rebellious generation. And that just goes back to being hard-headed, not want to listen.
You know what's so crazy? You know, Jake would disagree with you just because you have an idea. Nigga would disagree with it, all because he didn't come up with the idea. I used to deal with that with this guy named, I used to work with, his name was Tony. He was a team leader. He would never want to take my advice and shit because he didn't come up with the idea of it. I said, maybe we can do it this way.
So he would come, if he came up with the same idea himself, then he would go with it.
So he'll supersede what we say because he didn't think of it.
Right.
Then he'll
Like,
end up
nah,
fucking
nah,
the shit
nah,
up. Yeah, and then you're like, man, I should have listened. Okay, strike one, you should have listened. This was my idea again. Same goddamn thing. Stupid, man. Because if Jake can't give you the same thing with the nigga woman that came up, they not gonna give us the woman for the goddamn right. Y'all can't be right. You look just like me. You ain't right.
Scripture goes into that. It says us being delivered from vain and unreasonable men.
Yup. Facts. Yeah, man. Y'all got y'all last precepts. We gonna have to wrap it up in a minute, man.
Okay.
I mean, we got time, but you know we gotta do that thing. Okay. But yeah, y'all got some precepts, man. Bring and let them fly.
I was going to get Isaiah 47 real quick.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's the spirit. I was just on that early, but yep.
Okay,
Finish on that.
Isaiah 47 and 12, it says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Labor from thy youth. Go ahead.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Right, and you know why so much venom, so much witchcraft is being pumped forward now? Because it's getting weaker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What's supposed to the? I forget how exactly.
It's basically,
goes, but,
it's kind of like anything you do in life, man. It's like when you overly take a medication, you got to take
mess
more.
it out.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. Like drugs.
Yeah.
You start off doing the
Get
first time you
tolerance
do
to
a, you get high, you do some kind of drug. Like you see a cokehead, he do one line, but about
Right.
10 years later, this nigga still doing coke. He's doing the whole damn table because it requires more for him to get that same
Same
feeling.
Same effect. So now it's like his witchcraft is wearing off. It's weaker. So he got to do more just to have the same effect.
Hell yeah.
He had to have more counsels, more sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much that new world order that's coming, when Esau's gonna kill a bunch of people, that's just a bunch of sacrifices that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to use that to catapult his kingdom into a second phase or some shit. But that ain't gonna happen, nigga. Your ass is going into slavery.
That's right. Verse 13, it says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, and the monthly prognosticators stand
you know,
up.
that shows that this kingdom is just rife with that spirit of witchcraft. Because look at it mentioned the astrologers. A woman come up, oh, what's your sign?
I dealt with that shit
what I'm
last night,
saying?
man. I said,
That shit
don't
is
I
out.
said, don't come to me with that shit.
Yeah.
I said,
They
don't
all
come.
into that.
Right.
Because for them, it gives them answers because they're clueless on how human beings really work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm angry this day, so like, get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
like some Zodiac, like the real Zodiac don't even go into that shit, bro. Just people are fucking dumb, man. Women are into that shit because they don't want to be into Go ahead, Al.
It says, let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, so hey, all you women out there that believe in the ancestors, call your ancestors to get y'all ass from getting destroyed, man. Why your ancestors ain't stopping y'all from getting the you know what? Shouldn't your ancestors from the dead come back and say, raised from the dead like the fucking zombies they are and say, don't take the you know what is bad for you. You ain't getting no fucking answer for that.
Right.
Yeah, they call it being a necromancer. You communicate with the dead. Necro means dead. And mancer is to manipulate. So you manipulate the dead to speak with them. Or using dead objects of dead people to divine spirits. Like sometimes they'll use blood or the skull of someone to talk to a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole concept of a crystal ball really comes from using a human skull. Because they would use the skull to speak into spirits. You see what I'm saying?
Represents what? Death.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's all the left hand practices that they do here, man. But the scriptures is telling you, see, that's the triumph of what we're into over that shit. Because it's letting you know you're wearied and all that shit. You done did the witchcraft and all these things, and you still not successful. You
Right.
still are going to the fucking bottom. As
Right.
many sacrifices you done did, you're still gonna be a slave to the Israelites.
Right.
Doesn't matter. That witchcraft shit is
Satan
weak.
ain't gonna get your ass out of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says thou weary in name multitudes, man. You getting tired, man. You getting tired of doing the fucking sacrifices. It ain't working.
And our people do have that multitude of counsels because a Christian will be a Christian. They'll believe in, you know, karma, which they believe is Hinduism. They'll believe in that, and they'll believe in astrology, you know? So they got a multitude of philosophies going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And none of it's gonna mean anything. You know?
Yep, because most Christians believe in astrology. That's wicked, man.
This is verse 14. It says, behold, they shall be subtle, they shall be stubble, Salakia. The fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
Right. So, hey, what's that old chick calling me now, Miss Cleo? All you demons that come in that spirit, the missus gonna hit your ass, man.
Right.
I want to see you talking to Chris Wall that day. Pray to your Baphomet, pray to Pan, or whatever the fucking God you niggas pray to, man. That's right. Pray to Christ. Because that ain't the Lord's name, man. The Lord's name is Yahweh. Yahweh should be Yahweh. It says by no other name can man be saved but by that name, man. And his name was no goddamn Jesus Christ either, man. If you're teaching Jesus Christ, the Most High is going to put you to death after we gave you the right name.
Right.
Because the scriptures, the Lord spoke in Hebrew, man. He said we'd rather eat swine before we speak that fucking tongue.
Hey, because you know, is a seance gonna stop the missiles from hitting this motherfucker? Esau ain't gonna be able to sacrifice the Baphomet to stop the missiles from hitting this place, man. That's the Lord's will. He can't save his own kingdom. The missiles are still gonna hit America, according to prophecies.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be, what's my man name, when he turned the missiles back?
Yeah,
Yeah, you shot it back.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kind. Magneto, yeah. It says, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
Hey, in Isaiah 14, it says that basically, roughly paraphrasing it, it goes into they should consult of those that got familiar spirits.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's to the point that they're not getting any revelation. They're going off just without wisdom. They're just doing it off recklessness. They're not getting any type of revelation, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to come up with their own curriculum and push it. And that's why it's fighting against them. You know, you can't fight against what's gonna happen, man.
let it happen.
So ain't no
Just let it happen, boy.
yeah, so ain't no goddamn
Just let it happen.
ain't no damn wizard man gonna tell you the future what's gonna happen. You may be able to